from. I think you gave us some answers to that in the beginning. But if more people show up and protest, we may make a difference, and that's what makes us exceptional.
Bridget, did you want to tell exactly where the
It's
rally?
in West Hampton, I think Sunset Avenue, starts at 8:30 to 10:30.
Across from the firehouse.
I just wanna speak to that point, and that is that these are our volunteer first responders that are there to protect our community. And they had absolutely nothing to do with what happened. They were so upset that the community came out and protested the fire department. And say what you will, the sign said, fire and ice don't mix. They cannot keep federal agents from public property. They had nothing to do with it. And it hurt their families to see their loved ones who go to work every day to serve the community protesting. And I would just ask, everyone has the right to protest. I wholeheartedly agree with what you wanna do. I would just ask that you not do it at our local fire departments, because those people are there to defend the community. They don't ask what anybody's immigration status is, and they just want everyone to know that they had absolutely nothing to do with it, and it did upset them that they felt they were being protested. So I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you, Cindy.
Can
And
we
after
welcome the
Nick,
firefighters?
it's Jonathan Haynes.
Supervisor and council members, thank you for taking the time to hear me and others. My name is Nicholas John Plumbo. I currently reside in Ridge, but I work in Southampton and my daughter attends OLH. I am a U.S. Navy veteran. I served from 2004 to 2010 and had 4.5 years on the USS Springfield, a submarine based in Groton, Connecticut. In that time I was deployed twice. I got to see the world. I got to experience the culture, faith, and perspective of others from around the world. I experienced those experiences grew my love for this country and what it stands for. In this country, all people have a voice, and we stand up for those who are too weak to stand up for themselves. I was on shore leave in Bahrain, UAE during the 2008 presidential elections. I was surrounded by Bahrainians when Obama was declared the winner. I experienced their overwhelming joy with the results. Tears, right? These people would not be directly affected by who was the president of the United States. At that time, I couldn't understand why they cared, but over time I did grow to understand. I grew to understand that the path America takes is the path the world takes. That brings us to today, and the path we're on. The path of hatred and retribution, the path of lies, deceit, and half-truths. First, there are masked men who refuse to identify themselves in a meaningful way. How are we supposed to recognize their authority? No name, no badge, no organization, just a generic Velcro police patch that I can buy on Amazon for $20. Second, and I quote, "It appears as though they came to execute warrants." Police chief. It appears, did they or did they not? It's your guys' job to know that. I understand our local police can't do much. You can monitor, you can investigate, you can document, and you can ensure the safety of this community. These men and women of ICE are using the color of law to trample the rights of all people. I thank the brave men and women who have stood on the streets with signs and whistles, both locally and around the nation. But why is it left up to us, the community? Because we're too fearful to stand up.
30 seconds.
I ask that you condemn the tactical device. I ask that local police departments follow ICE with their body cameras and dash cameras on. I ask that you do this from an official capacity, a governmental capacity, because if you don't, we will, and we will vote just like we did on November 4th. Finally, I ask that you, the elected officials, stand with your constituents. We want to see you at our protests, at our meet and greets, at our sign-making events. Supervisor and council. We want you to be part of this community. I implore you to help us ensure the safety and legality of these enforcement actions. In my opinion, the best way for you to help is to have local officers monitoring ICE and our elected officials, and for you to stand with us. Thank you.